Be honest for a second. You've heard the word crypto everywhere. On Twitter, on YouTube, on podcasts. From that one guy who keeps saying, bro, trust me, while still living with roommates. And every time crypto comes up, you think, I should probably understand this. But then your phone buzzes. Another notification, another distraction, and boom. You move on. If that's you, stay with me, because by the end of this video, crypto won't sound confusing or intimidating anymore. It'll sound logical, and more importantly, you'll understand why people care so much. Let's start simple. Crypto is money, but not the kind your bank controls, not the kind that disappears into pending for 3 days, not the kind that randomly gets flagged because you sent $300 to the wrong Venmo. Crypto is digital money that runs on code instead of banks. Normally, when you send money, it goes through a middleman, a bank, a payment processor, a clearing system. They approve it, they record it, they can delay it, they can block it. Crypto cuts that out. You send money, the network verifies it, it settles. No permission, no business hours, no human mood. That idea alone is why crypto exists. But to really understand crypto, we have to talk about Bitcoin, because none of this starts without Bitcoin. Let's rewind to 2008. The US economy was melting down. Banks were over-leveraged. Mortgages were collapsing. People lost homes, jobs, savings. And here's the part that made people angry. Banks caused the crisis, but when everything broke, they got bailed out. Taxpayer money saved the institutions. Regular people were told to recover. That moment shattered trust in the financial system. And right in the middle of that chaos, a mysterious person or group named Satoshi Nakamoto published a short paper online. No hype, no marketing, just an idea. What if money didn't need banks? What if people could send value directly to each other? What if the rules were enforced by math, not institutions? In January 2009, Bitcoin went live. The very first Bitcoin block included a message referencing a newspaper headline about banks being bailed out. That was intentional. Bitcoin wasn't created to make people rich. It was created to give people an alternative. Now here's what makes Bitcoin different. First, Bitcoin has a fixed supply. Only 21 million coins will ever exist. No more. Ever. Compare that to the US dollar. The Federal Reserve can print more whenever it wants. And when more money is printed, inflation follows. You feel it at the grocery store, at the gas station, at rent renewal. Bitcoin doesn't inflate that way. Its scarcity is written into the code. Second, Bitcoin runs on something called blockchain. Think of blockchain like a public ledger, a shared record book. Every transaction is written down. Everyone can verify it. No one can change it later. Thousands of computers across the world confirm every transaction. Once confirmed, it's permanent. That's why Bitcoin doesn't need trust. The system enforces honesty. At first, hardly anyone cared. Bitcoin was used by programmers, tech nerds, people experimenting. In 2010, someone bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin. At the time, it was just a fun experiment. Today, that would be worth millions. That tells you how early this technology was. As Bitcoin grew, people realized something important. Bitcoin wasn't just digital money. It was permissionless money. You didn't need approval. You didn't need a bank account. You didn't need to be in the US or Europe. If you had internet, you could participate. That's when the idea spread. Then people asked a new question. If Bitcoin is money, what else can we build? That's where Ethereum comes in. Ethereum took blockchain and said, what if this could run programs? That's how smart contracts were born. Smart contracts are simple. If this happens, then that happens. Automatically. No middleman, no paperwork, no waiting. From that came decentralized finance. DeFi, lending without banks, borrowing without banks, trading without banks. Then came NFTs. And yes, some of them looked ridiculous, but NFTs weren't really about images. They were about ownership, proof of ownership in a digital world, music, art, tickets, identity. Crypto stopped being one thing. It became an ecosystem. Now let's talk about the part people get wrong. Crypto is not magic. Crypto is not risk-free. Crypto is not a guaranteed path to riches. Scams exist. Volatility exists. People lose money, but that doesn't mean the technology is fake. The internet had scams. Email had scams. Social media had scams. New technology always comes with chaos. The real value of crypto isn't quick money. It's choice. Crypto gives people another system, one that's open, global, transparent. You don't have to go all in. You don't have to trade every day. You don't have to chase hype. But understanding crypto matters because money is changing. Ownership is changing. changing, finance is changing, and ignoring change doesn't stop it. If you've watched this far, you're already ahead of most people. Most people scroll past headlines. You stayed for understanding. This channel exists to make finance make sense. No fake hype, no pressure, just clear explanations. If this video helped you, subscribe. More videos on crypto, money, and financial freedom are coming, because the future doesn't wait, and understanding it early is already an advantage.